our work with English. Okay, I want you to open your books, please, on the page 196.
Miss, there's not all the girl. There's just three.
No problem. They will find it later on the recording. Okay, so 196 in the notebook. Please go and open your books for that. Right now, we are going to complete and to take the comprehension skill of skim and scan, and how we can use it in our reading, in our, if we have a long passage or long book, and I want to have an idea about that book, but I don't want to go through it all. I don't want to read it all. How to understand what is the book is about? Then I have to use the skim and scan. So what is a skim and what is a scan, and how I can use it in my reading to improve my reading and to make it easier for me. The first thing we need to understand, what does it mean scan in the first place? So to scan, it means to move one eyes quickly, to move one's eyes very quickly down the page, seeking specific words and phrases. Scanning is used to find out if a resource will answer a reader's question, or and once a reader has scanned document, he or she might go back and skim it. So the first thing we have is scan. What does it mean scan? Scan, it means that if you have a passage or a story or an article and you want to understand if this article, the thing what you're needing, for example, I need for you from you a research or a project. In this project, you have to search about information about da Vinci, for example. Okay, so you went through the internet and you are opening article after article talking about Leonardo da Vinci, but you don't know which article is the one that will benefit you and the one that you need. So should you go for each articles and read it all? That will take hours and hours of your time, and you might not come out with the information that you need. So what you need to do is to scan. What does it mean scan? Scan, it means a passage like this. I will go with my eyes, just read it very quickly. Like I move my eyes, not reading, work with my head and with my brain and with my eyes. No, I'm just moving my eyes to search for the name of Leonardo, for example. Then what happened to his early life, like this. Then I saw, for example, father's age. His age is what? His father is what? Then I'll read. Then I'll see. He worked in Vinci. Okay, he was inventor. Oh, this information I need. This information I need. Okay, this is the article I need. Then I will take it and read it very carefully. So first I will make what? I will make a scan. Scanning, moving your eyes very quickly, searching for a specific information that you need for your research or project or any kind of piece of writing that you need. This is the scan. And by the way, when you grow up, maybe you would say to yourself, Miss, I don't need scanning. What is this? Skills that you're talking about. No, you need it. Actually, when you grow up, when you go to university, inshallah, you will need it so much because in university, you see your books right here that you have. In university, the one book, it will be like two, like one book of university, it will be as much as two books of your grade right now. Now you have, for example, the notebook, it has like 400 pages, right? In the college or university, you have even books bigger than this. You will have books of 500 pages, 600 pages, and you have to finish it before the ending of the year. Will you read every specific information in that? Of course you can't. So how would I know, طيب يا miss? How would I pass? How would I success? You have to use the scan. So scan skill is very important to understand it and to apply it in your life. Even if you want to enter the university or if you want to travel, you have to make IELTS or TOEFL tests. Those tests, it has more than four passages of reading, long passages of reading that you have to finish them all in 1 hour and to answer their questions only in 1 hour. So even for me, I can't do it. It's so hard, and even for the native speakers, they can't do that. So what they do is to scan, move their eyes very quickly, searching for the information they need, and take the answers, put it in the question for the question. This is how we use it in our academic search. After you scan, you search for that article. This is the article I need. Okay, now start with a skim. What is a skim? A skim is to read the first sentence in the paragraph and the last sentence in the paragraph. Then you will understand what is this paragraph is talking about. Like, for example, I don't want to read all of this paragraph. I just need to understand this the passage I need or no. So I will read the first line right here. Albert Dürer, 1471, early life and career. Okay, Dürer's training began as a draughtsman in his father's workshop in Germany. طيب. And then at the end, I will read the last line again. For 4 years, he studied painting and woodcutting with a master. So this paragraph is about Albert Dürer and about his work and about his early life in Germany without reading the completing of the paragraph. So what I'm doing skim. Skim give you an idea about the paragraph what it's talking about. And instead of reading it all, no, I will read only the first sentence and the last sentence. Then I will understand the whole paragraph. It's what's talking about. Okay. So this is how you understand how to make the skim and scam and how to use it in your reading. طب let's apply it together on this passage. Let me read this passage for you and you give me the answers. Albert Dürer, he was born from 1471 and he died in 1528. So he lived at the same time of Da Vinci. Early life and career. Dürer's training began as a draftsman in his father's workshop in Germany. By the age of 13, he had already made his first self portrait. 1 year later, in 1485, he produced Madonna with the musical Angels. For 4 years, he studied painting and woodcutting with a master, travel and artistic growth. In 1490, Dürer began several years of travel and painting. His trips around Europe were very important to his artistic development. His journeys to Italy, the Netherlands, Holland, France, and Switzerland especially influenced his art. Important works. By 1505, Dürer was famous. Eventually, he became recognized as the greatest German Renaissance painter and printmaker. Some of Dürer's important works include Self-Portrait, Portrait of a Young Man, and The Feast of the Rose Garland, Adam and Eve, and Four Absolutes. Absolutes, okay? These are some paintings that this drawer made. This man, his name is Albert Dürer. He was born at the same time or the same era of Leonardo da Vinci. He was a painter, he was a drawer, and he was very famous, but not in Italy. He was famous in Germany. He started to paint since a young age. When he reached 13 years old, 13, he started to draw his first portrait. First portrait, يعني his own picture. He drew it. And then after that, he had so many works and he traveled around the world until he had very famous work like Portrait of a Young Man, The Feast of the Rose Garland, Adam and Eve, and the Four Absolutes. Okay? So this is the passage about this person. طيب, let's go for the questions. When you scan this passage, what helps you find specific information? Hmm. When you scan it and you go like with your eyes like this, you read very fast. What help you to find specific information is what?
Is to help me find fast the stuff fast, so I don't need to like read the passage, read.
Excellent. But what help you to understand what is the paragraph will be about instead of reading it all? I would
The
read
subtitles.
subtitles. Excellent. So what will help me is titles and subtitles and heading of the paragraph like this. This paragraph, important works. You see this in bold? So, the whole paragraph will be about his works. Here, travel and artistic growth. Then this paragraph will be about his traveling and how he developed himself. And here, early life and career. So, this paragraph would be about his early life and his career, how it started. Okay, so the subtitles right here and the big title of the story can help me to understand what the story would be about. So let me write here. Number one, it would be the titles and subtitles. In which paragraph would you find the title of a Dewar's most famous painting? In which paragraph? Number one or two or three? About his famous painting.
Number one. Number one.
Number one, his work.
Number two.
بالله عليك, it's by guessing. I
Number
said
three.
I said something can help me to understand what is the paragraph is about is to read the subtitle right here.
Number three.
This is about
Number
early
three.
life and career. This is about travel and artistic growth. This is about important work. طيب, if I want to know about his famous paintings, I will go for one or two or three.
I'll write three.
Three.
Two.
Then it will be three because it's important works, his important works. And in his important works, you can see the self-portrait, portrait of a young man, the Feast of the Rose. All of these are important works. So you will find it here. So number two, it will be in paragraph number three, in the third paragraph. Number three, in which paragraph would you find out if Dewar painted as a youth? In which paragraph you would understand that Dewar was painting himself when he was a young man? In which paragraph? I said his ever first work was
important
portrait.
work.
No.
Number one. First. The first.
The first. Excellent. Who said that?
Maria.
Maria, give me the sentence that tell you that in the first paragraph you will find that he draw himself. Where is the sentence?
By the age of 13, he already made his first self-portrait.
Excellent. MashaAllah. Excellent, ya Maria. Allah, I'm so proud of you. So by the age of 13, he had already made his first self-portrait. This is the thing that tell you that he draw himself. So I will go here and write in the first paragraph. In what part of the passage would you find when Dewar lived? In what paragraph in the passage you will find where he lived?
The second, because the subtitle says travel.
No. Where he lived.
The second one. First. The second one.
In what part of the passage would you find when Dewar lived? When, not where. When he lived.
Oh, the first.
The first paragraph. طيب, where's the line?
Miss, I know. 1446.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yes, this one. So Albert Dewar right here. And this is when he lived from 1471 to 1528. So you will find it in the first line in the first paragraph. In the title. This is the title of the story. طيب, can you find out about Dewar's printmaking methods by scanning this page? If I scan this whole page, would I know how his method of printmaking, how he draw? Would I know how his style was?
Graphs.
If I scan this passage right here, if I read it, would I know the method how he draw? How was his drawing? In which way he draw? With which colors? Would I know that?
No.
No, because what? Because it's not. Is the information there or not?
No, because we're not learning how to draw. We're learning what his favorite thing, when he lived, what he did.
Excellent. So because no, I will not find it because these information are not mentioned in there. Are
Because it's
not
like a lot. He didn't use a
mentioned
specific
in
color.
the
He of course
passage.
used every color.
Okay, so these information wasn't mentioned in the passage.
Shit. I finished.
Okay, that's great. If you finished, go for the next page and silent reading for the passage.
Finished. Finished.
That's
Finished.
great.
Finished.
Okay, let's go now for the next page. We have a skim the following passage to answer the questions below. Now, skim this passage, which means that you will read the first line of each paragraph and the last line of each paragraph to understand what it's going to be about. You have 1 minute to use the skim skill. Okay? Don't read it all. Remember, read the first line and the last line. Skim it. Okay, done?
Yes.
Okay. طيب, I have this
Yes.
question for you. What is good way to skim this passage? How to skim? Tell
Read
me.
the first line and read the last. The line and the last line.
In the whole passage or in each paragraph?
Each
In
paragraph.
each paragraph.
Yeah.
Excellent. So read the first sentence and the last in each paragraph. Okay, what is the topic of this passage? What do you think the topic of this passage is? Yani, what is it talking about? What is the theme of this passage? Mm.
Printing.
It's about what?
Printing.
Printing. Okay, you're so close. Uh-huh.
Scanning.
It's what?
Scanning.
No. The theme, the topic of this passage is about scanning? No.
Oh, printing press.
Print
Printing
and
press.
press. Excellent. So, what is the topic of this passage? The invention of printing press. Okay. Is the passage about silversmithing or how can you tell? Hmm. Silversmithing is about a type of painting also. But is this passage is about it? Yes or
No.
no?
No.
No. Why, طيب?
Because it is. Because he is talking about printing. Paint and like and this. It's not mentioned in the
Yeah,
paragraph.
excellent. It's not mentioned. Excellent. So, no, because these information are not mentioned. Are not. Okay, is the writer of this passage conveying facts or opinions? Huh. if you read this passage, do you think that the writer was telling his opinion, or was it facts about printing?
Facts.
Facts. Excellent.
Fact.
How can you tell?
He
Because
said
it's
like the use of printing is like this.
Uh-huh.
yeah,
Because
it's
he
not
brought,
his opinion.
yes, he brought real informations, right? So when you bring real information about something, these are facts. These are not opinion. When you say your opinion, you will use words like what? Can you tell me like what?
I love
Prefer.
this thing.
Uh-huh.
I like this.
Yes, I love,
I
I like,
don't like so
I believe,
Prefer.
I think, I guess. So all of these are words for opinion, but facts will be only what reality and real things, real information. So is the writer of this passage conveying facts or opinion? Facts.
facts.
Because he put real information. Okay, number 10. How would you express the main idea of this passage?
From the title.
Hmm, just a minute. Did you finish all of this? Should I go down?
Let's no.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
I'm waiting for
So
you.
okay, now I finished.
I finished.
Now I finished.
طيب, what is the main idea of this passage? What do you think?
The printing press.
That the printing press.
طيب, what about it? Tell me a
John,
full sentence.
the inventor of printing press was a goldsmith named John
Johannesburg.
John's yeah
Hmm.
Gutenberg. The invention of the press occurred around
All of this main
1450.
idea?
No,
Maybe it's
No,
only
we
only
said,
the first sentence.
remember, my girls, main idea is something that you write with your own words. يعني you will read it, you will read the passage and understand what is the passage about, and then try to paraphrase it with your own words. يعني write the main idea with your own words. So now this passage obviously is about print and press. So, what I can say about the main idea? Okay, I will say main idea is a printing press. No, I can't. I have to put it full sentence. So what is it
The
about?
inventor of the printing press.
Excellent. It's about the invention of printing press. طيب, this invention, was it the writer when he said this passage, was the press printing something important or not important?
Important
How would you tell?
because he is saying for us to use this for
Marked and important advance for.
To know the main idea, we will read the whole passage. The inventor of the printing press was a goldsmith named Johnson or Johannes Gutenberg. Okay, the invention of the press occurred in 1450 in Germany, and it marked an important advance of Renaissance culture. The use of the printing press spread rapidly throughout Europe. By the year of 1500, as many as 20 million books had been printed. The discovery changed life during the Renaissance. For one thing, there was an increase in the number of people who learned to read. Secondly, printing spread knowledge and ideas. Some scholars believe that the invention of a printing press was nearly as important as the invention of writing itself. Okay? So the printing press, it's how to print on a printer. Who invented that was a man. His name is Jonas Gutenberg in Germany. And it started in 1450. طيب. And when it started, before that, طيب, how the people they wrote with their own hands. They didn't have ever any printer or any typing machine, nothing. Everything they have to write it with their own hands. And to have a book, for example, to have a book, For example, I wrote a book, طيب, and this book was very important, like Leonardo's book. And I want to have this book from you. What would you do? I have to give you طب have to give you a copy. I have to write for you a new book with the whole information I wrote and give it for you as a copy. If somebody else want to buy my book also, Hanan, give me your book. Your book is nice. Can I have it? Oh, wait, let me write for you. And I will write for him a whole book again and give it to him. Imagine how it was. So it was so hard to spread knowledge before. It was so hard to publish the ideas. When they have the printer right now, the printing press that they discovered, everything was easier. Now we publish thousands of books after that, people become readers. A lot of people learn how to read and how to write. Before that, a lot of people, they weren't able to read or write because books were not spread. After this invention, all people wanted to read and wanted to write because خلاص, they have books now. Everybody has books, and you can print whatever you like, give it to people and spread it for people. So it was very important. Some people said that printing and the invention of the printing press was as important as the invention of the writing. And the people who started writing, it's very important as much as the printing. So what can I say about the main idea? What can I say? Hmm. Is it only about printing a press, or what can I say about it? Put it in a sentence.
The invention of the printing press.
طيب. Okay, the invention. This is the whole
The man
story.
who
He said a lot of things, huh? What can I say?
the man who invented the printing press before because there was no printers.
No, this is not a main idea. No, try again. All of you, try again.
Um,
I mentioned how the situation before printing and after printing, how it became, and how
The
printing is
main idea,
important, and
yes,
how it
I know.
changed life. So what can I say? What is the main idea?
I know the
Huh?
main idea.
before
How did our printer change our lives, and how the past and the present change?
Excellent job. This is the main idea. Main idea is how printing press it changed our lives. Okay? So how important and how print press changed our life. Okay, my girls, this is the last question right here. Do you have any question for today? Skim and scan?
No. We
Okay,
took it with Miss Shamsi in grade
yeah, we
4.
took it last year.
No, we took it
Yeah.
last
nice.
year.
Did you apply it with her?
Yeah.
Yeah, Miss
Mhm.
Hafsa
Once I finished,
is very nice and creative teacher.
yeah, she was the best. And you too.
Thank you so much. Okay, my girls. Do you have any questions? Should I go?
No,
Done?
no. Yes.
Okay, I will see you inshallah at the end of the day with
No.
the social. Bye bye, my girls. Have fun.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.